Hi everyone, welcome to CS 184 Discussion 2. This week we'll be reviewing some topics from lecture, in particular sampling, aliasing, and texture mapping. In this video I'll be covering sampling and aliasing, and then we'll circle back in later videos after doing some discussion problems. For some logistics, please continue to participate in lectures by attending them or contributing 3 thoughtful and unique comments on the course website. Project 1 has also been released. It's due in 2 weeks on February 15th and covers topics in rasterization and texture mapping. It should give you some really good hands-on practice with those concepts. To get some help on the project parties will start on February 4th, with a schedule to be found on Piazza. And again, we'll be covering sampling and aliasing, and in particular, the Nyquist theorem today. These two diagrams show an example of aliasing, where we are trying to render some continuous geometry, these lines, onto the screen. However, the lines don't appear continuous, straight, and smooth, but rather appear like staircases. And this is an artifact that's sometimes referred to as a jaggy. Jaggies occur because the real world is continuous, or the geometry we're trying to render is continuous, but our computers are digital and discrete. In order to convert that signal to display on the computer, we have to sample it. And these aliasing artifacts occur during discrete sampling. This video shows another example of aliasing, this time temporal aliasing, where it appears like the helicopter's rotors are at a standstill. They're not, they're spinning, but the video has a finite frame rate. And the rotors are spinning at a multiple of that frame rate, which means that every frame they're sampled, they appear to be in the same position. The concept of sampling rate and signal frequency is given by the Nyquist theorem. In the Nyquist theorem, the Nyquist frequency gives us the maximum frequency signal that you can represent given some sampling rate. So the Nyquist frequency is half of the sampling rate of a discrete signal processing system. As an example, if your device can sample at 100 Hertz, so f sampling is 100 Hertz, then the Nyquist frequency is 50 Hertz. And signals that are less than 50 Hertz will be able to be represented by the device without aliasing. On the flip side, the Nyquist rate is a lower bound for the sampling rate for alias-free signal sampling. If we have some signal at 20 Hertz, so f signal here is 20 Hertz, then the Nyquist rate is 40 Hertz. We should sample above 40 Hertz. How can we avoid aliasing? These two definitions give us two different strategies. The first is to increase the sampling rate. There'll be no aliasing if we sample at more than twice the signal frequency, and this is referred to as supersampling. As an alternative, we can filter the signal by limiting its maximum frequency. We can cut off all frequencies greater than half of the sampling frequency with a box filter. Thanks.